Hello, my crafty friends. It's Sheree. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. So, I am here to start off the Christmas crafting season. I didn't do any in the summer this year, crafting, Christmas in July or anything like that. I just felt like I wanted to be in the moment this year. So, I don't know why. That was the mood I was in. So, I did Halloween crafting in October. I did fall crafting in September, and I think some in October. So now it's finally November, and I'm ready for some Christmas. So I put away my Halloween, and I got out my Christmas stuff, and I will show you. I'll go through the bins, and maybe in the next video, and show you. I'll try to show you what I've got, or some of what I've got. But what I did was, before I got my bins out, I had got my Prime catalog, from Prime, Amazon Prime, and made some things out of that. And I did a video on that. But I finished those off with sewing and everything and whatever I wanted to do. So I wanted to show you how those turned out. Some things I backed with paper. Most things I did back with paper, but let me just show you how cute they came out, and I sewed around. So they're nice and sturdy little, like this is a journaling card that I can put into a journal now. Here's a tag. I did a double stitch around on this one, if you can see the two lines of stitching there. Use some pink paper on the back of that one, just some scraps for scrap paper. And here's another one, a journaling card. This has some coffee dyed paper, it looks like, on the back. They all came out real cute. I'm glad I sewed around them. It really added a nice finishing touch. This was a little piece from the Prime catalog, and I backed it onto some, it was, I don't even know, it's so solid. I must have backed it with some cardstock, but maybe it was from the cover, I don't know now. And then it looks like it's got paper on the back. But anyway, it's a little raccoon that I poked a little hole there and added a bulb pin so that can hang as a little dangle. And this one too, it was a little owl, and I cut it out in this shape around him or her, and added a little bulb pin. So two little dangles that can go into a Christmas journal. Here's another tag. This one's really thick. I don't know what I backed it with, but it's super thick. So cute. And then these were some little, like this was a word search. So I had cut it out, and I backed it with some coffee dyed paper, so you can write on the back of it, because it was just, the other side of the page of the catalog. So I wanted to, make it nice on this side. And then I sewed around it, so it's got that nice it's got a really nice feeling, actually. And then same with this. This is a kind of like a dot-to-dot activity. Connect the dots to find out what bare spots. So yeah, and I did the same thing with that one. Paper and sewn around. This one I folded in half. I probably ended up folding all of these in half. Let's go ahead and do it now so I can get them ready for a pocket. Yeah. So it'll just be like that. Ready for a pocket, and this is a little maze. Little maze. So super cute. But these were all in the Prime catalog, backed with coffee dyed paper. This one I did a zigzag stitch. The other two I did a straight stitch, and this was the last one I just did. Just now, before I finished this video, I did all these before I went to Florida. I had these done, and I had one left. I didn't have time to finish. Oh, crazy. I crafted until the last second before I left. I just didn't have time to finish some things I wanted to finish. But I got it done just now, and zigzag stitched around this. I think it's super cute, again with the coffee dyed paper on the back. So those were fun. So that was the beginning of my Christmas crafting. And then I wasn't going to take anything to, let me fold it this way so the pretty paper's on the outside, prettier paper. But yeah, I wasn't going to take anything. I don't know if I took anything last year for crafting, but what I did was I found some things at a flea market last year. I remember specifically, I found a few books that I ended up making a journal or two with while I was down there. So I found things when I was down there. So I always do go thrifting when I'm in Florida. There's so many thrift stores in that area where my parents live and my brother lives. But, yeah, so I figured, well, I don't really have to bring anything with me because, I usually find something that I can craft with. And if I really want to, I can find something to craft with. Just a second. I don't really have a cough, but once in a while I feel like coughing, if that makes sense. But yeah, I still am recovering from a cold that I got in Florida from my husband because he got it first. So I have so much to tell you about Florida, but I also want to start crafting here. So the other thing, what I ended up taking with me to Florida was just before I went, I had picked up these little money cards or gift cards. You can put money in them or gift cards. But I had picked up a couple packs at Dollar Tree. So I took a couple of packs of those. I got this one with a little car with the packages on the top. It says North Pole Delivery. If you see them. These are my favorites. They had 4 or 5 different little covers on them. These are my 2 favorites. So I got one of these, as you can see here. I got them all done. Made little booklets, and I'll show you the inside in a second. And I'm going to make one with you because I worked out a little thing with the string where you can bind them and make the closure all in with one string. Simple, but anyway, I had to work it out on my own head, and when I was there, I worked it out how to do it. And so I'm going to show you that. And then I had a package of these. This one we'll finish off. But one night I was crafting at the table. One of my parents' tables where I was crafting, and where I usually do my crafting when I'm there. And some people came over, and I had to quickly clean up everything, and my dad grabbed a bunch of stuff, and I grabbed most everything else. I grabbed everything else, which was most of the stuff. But, and I found most of what he grabbed, but this package of cards I couldn't find. And I didn't want to bug him or ask him or make him feel bad if they were lost or anything like that. So I just looked around the whole time I was there, and I never found them. I don't know what happened to them. They're there somewhere. They're in the house somewhere. My dad's going to find them, or my mom's going to find them. And if they remember that they're mine, I'm sure they'll save them for me, but it's not a big deal or anything. I thought these were really cute, and I can get more at Dollar Tree if I want to, so not a big deal. But anyway, so we'll finish this off, but let me just show you one. Okay, so I think this one is, all of them have the same closure that I'm going to show you, except for the first one I did it with, let's see, I can tell you which one it is. This one right here with the bow over here. This one has 2 strings. So I did the sewed in the pages, little signature that's in here. And I had the bow on the outside because that's how I wanted it. And then I said, well, I want a closure. So I did a separate string for the little closure. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I could do it all in one? So I did the rest of these with one string. And it sews the signatures in, and then you have enough string for the closure. So, let me show you one. Just a second. I hope I don't sound too bad. I'm just a little stuffy type thing. A little stuffy, like cold, and I have to blow my nose once in a while. I know, it's probably too much information maybe, but it's the reality of what is going on right now. Okay, so you just saw I just untied it. See, the string is still here, holding on, because it's all one string, okay? And then you just open up, and I just have, I just wanted something simple to do, and that's what I brought. So I just brought a bunch of papers, and these were the papers that I cut up that I got from my office that used to be letterhead, and we got new letterhead, and they were going to throw away all of our old letterhead. And as you can probably imagine, letterhead is usually put on nice paper. Now it's pretty much white paper. You can see it's white paper, but it's nice white paper. And I thought, well, let me take it. There was like 6 boxes, pretty much like 6 reams of paper. And I was like, well, let me see if I could use it, because I would, I hated for it to go into the trash or whatever, or they were probably going to shred it because it had our name on it and everything, our office name. But so I had to just cut off the office name and address and everything, and then I could use the rest of the blank paper. So that's what I did. I brought a bunch of that paper with me, made it into pages, and I'm going to show you. in a second. I brought some stickers with me, so I put a little sticker here. This is where you're supposed to put your gift card. I made my own, some of my homemade note papers. So that's one, and so I put one here. So a little bit of decoration in here, but these are going to go along with my journals. I'm not going to sell them separately or anything. They're just too simple to sell by themselves. So they're just going to be in with the journals that Christmas journals that I make. But let's see. So this is, I put an envelope in here. That's what this is. I cut down an envelope and put it in here. And I had to cut it down a little bit, so I had to re-glue the sides. But I left it open. Here's the flap from the envelope. And so there's a pocket here with one of my note papers, a little sticker. And then on the other side where the other front part of the envelope is here. Same thing. Little note paper. And it's decorated. And then there's a sticker there. So super simple, super cute little notebooks that can be written on, nice place to, if you get if you get one of my journals and you use it for December daily, this would be a nice little notebook to keep something separate maybe. Gifts you gave to people, gifts you got from people, Christmas cards maybe, if you send out Christmas cards you got from people, and next year you can look back and say, I need to send Christmas cards to all these people next year because they sent me a card last year type of thing, or, anything like that, gift ideas for next year, whatever, Christmas memories and things you want to keep track of. So I thought it would be nice, just enough pages to do something like that in. So let's finish this one and I'll show you what I did. And I need to grab a tissue once in a while. So while I'm crafting, I'm working on this, I'm going to try to start telling you about Florida, because I feel like I have a lot of stories to tell you. I'm going to need to blow my nose once in a while. But yeah, I feel like I have a lot of stories to tell you. But I also feel like maybe I'm just thinking I have a lot of stories to tell you and I don't have that much to tell you. I don't know. We'll find out, right? So first of all, to do this little notebook, I cut the pages to fit. And I'm putting, I think it was 2 papers in each one. So I cut 2 papers, folded them in half, had them ready to go. And I did all of these. And like I said, I had one more pack of cards and it got lost. But I had all of these little, all of these ready to go. So they're all separate pages. Do they all have 2? Or I think I actually had 3. And then I just made one with 2 pages. Yeah, so let's put 3 in here. Let's put 3 in here. Since all of these are 3, yeah. That's what it was. It was 3 papers. And then you got, fold them in half, you've got 6. And if you count sides, you actually have 12 pages. So then I just clip them in here. I had all this with me. All these goodies with me to craft with. So there you go. I had my little pokey tool all with me. I haven't unpacked my clothes yet, but I unpacked my crafty goodies from my trip. So then I just put my little holes, 3 pamphlet stitch, so one in the middle. Try to get it right onto the fold there. You don't want to go off to the side or anything. So there's one. And then about an inch from the bottom, inch from the top, something like that. Doesn't have to be exact. And then your string. So now I haven't done this. I crafted until I lost the second pack of cards, and I fished these out, and that was it. So it only lasted me till about midweek. I was gone for a whole week. It lasted me for about midweek, and then I didn't have any more, so I couldn't. I didn't do any more with these. I did make some more note papers. Here's my note papers that I crafted while I was in Florida. But I kind of got tired of that. I only do this for so long, and then I want to do something else. But I used quite a few stickers on all these little note papers. They just look like little scraps. These were actually the scraps from cutting these papers, is what these were. Cutting the papers to fit the little booklets here, the little cards. These were the scraps, and so I just used the scraps to make little note papers and added the little stickers and things so they would look like little note papers. So you can write here, you can write on the back. So then I put some in the in the books like I showed you too. So, okay, there's our, ready to go. There's our booklet. So, where was I? I was getting the string ready. So, I'm going to do 3 links. So, 1, 2, 3. And then I think I measured like this. Like I took my card. So, you can do this with any size card. I don't really need to give you inches or anything. But just say you have your card and you measure 1. So, it's going around your card. So, you got 1. And 2, so that's going to fit around your card. And see, I'm not like measuring exactly on the card. See how I have a little extra on this side, a little extra on this side. I'm just measuring like that. Kind of leave yourself some leeway. And then you need enough room for the bow that you're going to tie over here, your little closing bow. So another, I would say, at least 8 to 10 inches, just to make sure you have enough. So I'm going to just go like that. That's probably about 10 inches. You can see that. All right, so I think that should be plenty. And so that's how you can measure any card size or book or whatever you're doing, just like I just did. You don't have to have a measurement of inches. All right, so now we are going to thread our needle. And I don't need a giant needle for this. I have a giant needle in here if I need it, but this is my regular kind of needle. But I do need my needle threader, which I also took with me, but I already put it away. Because like I said, I haven't put away my clothes yet, or my shoes, but I put away my crafting stuff. I mean, priorities, right? So, I know. I was sick this week, and when I went home on Friday, my friends at work were like, well, get some rest and so you can get better. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to rest and I'm going to do some crafting because I was dying to do some crafting because I hadn't done any crafting for a few days after, in Florida. Plus when I came home and I didn't feel good. So I went to bed after dinner every night pretty much. So, yeah, so I was dying to get in here because I was feeling better, even though I'm not totally better. I was feeling better like crafting. Okay, so I'm going to leave a little extra. Oh, here, I'm starting off wrong. So, I think what I did, I'm trying to remember what I did now, but I think I went in from the outside in. And then what you have to do, I'm trying to remember, like I said, I haven't done it for a week. But remember, you're going to have this wrapped around here, this tail. You're going to have it wrapped around here and tie your bow with this piece here. It's going to be half of your wraparound closure. Okay, so you need to leave enough with your tail when you first get started. So let me just see if that's too much, or I don't want to leave too much because I want this to be long enough. So this part's going to be folded in. I mean, that's plenty. I just think it might be too much. So I'm going to pull it a little bit more tight. Let me see how that does. See, I'm just eyeballing it. Like I said, I'm not measuring anything. Okay, so there you go. That should be plenty. That should be more than enough. And it might be too much as far as I hope I have enough for the other side. So we shall see how it turns out. All right, but I think I have plenty. Okay, so then our regular 2 pamphlet stitch. Go in the top hole. And don't pull your thread any farther in, so you have that plenty of space there for your closure, your tie closure. And let's see, this is getting kind of tangled up here. That's my tail. Okay. So what am I doing? What is going on here? I'm doing something wrong. I'm doing something wrong. What is going on? Hold on. Hold on, something is wrong. We'll fix it. Just a second. I don't know what is happening. All right, so for some reason, I don't know why this is wrong, but it is. This is right. Okay, I think I just forgot where I was. I don't know. Anyway, we will get me straightened out. We'll get me straightened out. Just one second. I don't want to start the video over because, real life crafting, things happen. We all make mistakes and then we fix them, right? Okay, get this going. This just shows me I can't talk too much and tell stories while I'm trying to do this. I need to concentrate. Okay, there's my tail again. It's still there. I didn't pull it in. See, it's still, it's plenty. Well, let me pull it out a little bit. I mean, all I need is enough room to tie a bow, so that's plenty of room there. Okay, so we came in from the outside. I think I did it right. I just don't know what happened there. And then we got to go back out. I think I just got tangled up or something. I don't know. I couldn't figure it out, so I had to start over there. Okay, see now we're through. And then now we're going to go back through this hole here where we started, going in again. There's our tail. I just want to hold on to that tail a little bit so I don't get tangled up again. All right, so everything's tight. And then we're going to go through this hole down here. We're on the inside, going inside to out. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is go through here. So at this point, if you wanted to stop and you didn't want a closure, you could just tie it off right here, right? But I am not, well, I'm going to tie it off, but I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to take it off. See, I have plenty here. I have way too much string. So, but I wanted to have enough. I didn't want to have too short of an amount. And I can always use the string on tags or something, so no big deal. Anyway, you want to make sure everything's tight and then tie a knot. Okay, so you've got your signature sewn in. You've got a knot here, and now you have extra string that you saved for your closure. So then at this point, you just wrap it around, one in the back, one in the front, and you can cut them even, like the one that was left. The one that I left, the tail is the right, pretty much the right size. The other one is too long. So I'm going to cut it even, the front and the back string. This is extra, so I'll save that for something else. And then you can just, it's all one string now. You don't have to have two separate strings. You have your signature sewn in, and you have a tie closure. Isn't that cool? Pretty nifty, I would say. Isn't that nice? So there you go. That's how I did that. And then, let's see, I have stickers. I don't have them right here. I do have my glue. I put my stickers kind of away, but I can go grab them. But all I did after that was take off my little... I'm going to show you some new cards I got too. So stay tuned. Just 1 second. Let's just put some stickers here. Or some... Let's put the note paper in first. I'm just going to grab some off the top of my pile. Little note papers. So these were stickers that were given to me in a giant sticker book by my son and daughter-in-law. They got the sticker book on clearance after Christmas, last Christmas. And, oh, I didn't put an envelope in here. Where are my envelopes? Did I use them all up? Huh. Now those, I think I brought more envelopes, and those are missing too. I just realized. Maybe the cards are with the envelopes. Well, there were envelopes from the cards. That's what it was. Yeah, the cards are with the envelopes in the package, wherever it ended up. I don't know. Okay, so this one doesn't have an envelope. No biggie. But I probably will, for the new ones, I'll do envelopes. And they're not here. Those are all pages. And then, so we just need to put a sticker here. Let me grab my, I know where they are. They're right here. So... This is one page. What I took with me was I just took this page out of the sticker book of Christmas and was using this. I really want to use this up. So I used all of these stickers here on this quarter. See, it's a page like this. And I folded it in half to put it in my bag that I took with me. And so I used all the stickers on this little quarter of a page right here. And then I cut it off so it would be gone. And then now I have, you can see most of these are used. So now I'm using these. And I did glue each sticker down on the paper, on the cards. I didn't just use the sticky, even though these are just from last year. I still put glue on every one. So I had taken my art glitter glue with me in this little bottle and put glue on every single sticker. And glued them all down. But I did do a lot of, a good amount of thrifting while I was there, but I wouldn't say I bought a lot of stuff because I'm very picky about what I'm going to bring home these days. So, but I did find some good stuff, so I'll be showing that to you. Had a lot of fun thrifting because we were there for a wedding. And so, you know, like usually it's just us, me and my husband. Why isn't my glue coming out? Just a second, let me get my glue going. Yeah, usually it's just me and my husband going, you know, for our yearly visit to Florida. And this year it was, we went at this time we visit, you know, we usually go this time of year. But anyway, my niece happened to be getting married, so my brother and his family were there, which is, well, most of his family was there. His one son couldn't go because he's in college and he had to stay home and take some tests and things. But anyway, my other niece was there, and my brother and his family, and then my other brother is the one that, I have two brothers. Well, this isn't coming out. Just one second. I'm going to have to pause and get this going. Just a second. Okay, I got it going, and more came out than I wanted, so now I need to do something with it. So I need to get some of it off of here. So I got another sticker to put it on here. We'll put this little Christmas tree down here to decorate, and a little stocking over here, and just wipe the extra glue off. Anything else? Let's put a little ornament down there too. Got a little bit more glue here. A little ornament down here. Okay, there we go. So that one is done. Yeah, so, yeah, my brother and his family were there that live in North Carolina. And they were down, and so we got to go thrifting with them. And my youngest son and his wife, my daughter-in-law, were there. So we all went thrifting together. You know, a couple days here and there. So that was a lot of fun. All right, there we go. So that one's done. Super cute, right? I do like those. So the other ones that I got were, these I got after I got home. And I found these at Goodwill, believe it or not. So the ones at Dollar Tree were $1.25. And the ones at Goodwill are $1.59. And the Goodwill here anyway. And they're probably, I went to two Goodwills and saw them. They both had them here. So I don't know what prices are in other Goodwills in other states. I know that Florida's clothes are more expensive than the clothes here. So I don't know if these are going to be $1.59 in other states or if they're even going to have them. But, you know, they have them with their new stuff. They're not used or any, or, you know, old new stock or anything. They're new. But I thought they were super cute. This one looks like a door. I don't think I need to take it out of the package right now, but there's 6 in here. 6 cards and 6 envelopes. So this is the envelope I used inside the ones when I showed you. That kind of did a little flip through there. Little tour of it. Yeah, so, but the envelope is too wide. So I cut the sides off and glued the sides back together to fit inside. But I thought these were really cute, either to make little booklets like I just showed you, or this is so cute. You know, see, it's a little Christmas door. It has a wreath, and it says "Home for the Holidays," in case you can't see that. And like, I think it's gold. I guess I could take one out, can I? Can I? Yeah, why not? It doesn't look like it has a flap. So, yeah, I want to see if that lettering is gold or silver. But I just thought they were so cute. These were so cute, and I can go back and get more if I want. They had plenty there. Like I said, I saw them more than one Goodwill. I think that's, see, this looks very gold, and that looks, I think that's gold too. It's just a different gold than that. But I think that's supposed to be gold too. So Home for the Holidays, Christmas wreath on a red door. And so either little booklets, or this could even go on the front of a journal as your focal point or whatever. You could put something in back of it and glue the back down, and then have it open on the front of your journal and have, you know, whatever, something inside if you want. And I think that would be a cute kind of journal topper if you had a plain, some kind of a plain like Reader's Digest, something you wanted to put a focal point on, or a plain book or something. or a plain, like a paper bag or whatever. Anything like that. I think that would be cute. I might do one like that if I have time. So, because I have a few journals, Christmas journals in mind, so, you know, we'll see what I have time for. But anyway, I really like this one. They had about 4 or 5 different designs, and these are my favorites. This one with the door, and then this one here, also a favorite. Now, some of them were horizontal, you know, or landscape, and I didn't want that. I wanted the vertical or portrait. So I didn't get, but if you would want to do a landscape, they have some in that orientation. But these are kind of airmail related, which I thought was really cool. They have the airmail design around the border there, and it looks like a, you know, a postal theme. You have a stamp with a postmark, a little snowflake. May your holidays be jolly days. Airmail, it says right here, and a little Santa-like postmark there. North Pole Airmail, Santa's Toy Factory, December 25. Aren't those cute? I just thought that was so adorable. So here's the little flap. So I was, on the ones I made, I just left the flap open, so it could be like, I wanted to be able to tuck something in here, and I didn't want this to get in the way. But if you wanted to, you could make this into a tuck spot and tuck something in there. I have done that before too. So, or, I mean, I didn't want it to be, you could make it a flap where it closed like that, but I didn't want to cover up, you know, or block the front in any way. So that's why I did it the way. But I just really thought these were pretty adorable, actually. So this was the first one I was going to just get this one, but then the door was so pretty, I got that one too. I had to do it. So anyway, that's the start of my Christmas crafting. Stay tuned for my next video. I'm going to drag my bins out here and show you what I have, because it's a lot. So we'll see what we can see then, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day. I'll see you then.